Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you Miss Florida's Nails Staycation collection. Now you probably already seen it on her Instagram or Facebook, but if you don't follow them on either, I'm going to go ahead and link their things below. Now that one right there is a UV changer, but I wanted to show you guys the colors one by one. So the first one up is Cool Water, and this is how she looks like in the jar. Alright, and this is how it looks like on the swatch. Now, all of these names are based on like vacation beach kind of vibes. Next one up is South Beach Girl, and this is the other solid of the four. Now, this one is the lighter solid, so I wanted to show you guys side by side. The one on the left is more like a green mint color, and the other one is like a pastel-y kind of mint. Okay, next one up is the Wavy Baby, and this is that UV sun changer, and this is the one that has like the halo micro glitters in it. So I did add my mani to it so you can see the actual like which color it changes to. And the last one is the chunky glitter one, which this one is called Beach Hair, and it has like the really big chunky glitters where it also has that reflective glitter to it. All right, so these are the ones that I decided to do my mani with. We're gonna go ahead and start with Cool Water, and that is the darker of the solid colors. So while you're watching me work, I'm going to go ahead and just give you some information about the collection. So again, this one is called Staycation Collection, and this brings four different colors. She also has another one coming out called Pinkalicious, and this is like a pink tonal one. It's very like Barbie vibes, but they both come out on Friday the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to go ahead and link her Facebook and her Instagram information down below. That way you guys can go ahead and check her out. Again, it comes out on Friday the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Alright, so now that you watch how I do my thumb, I'm going to go ahead and explain it really quick. This is not going to be like a full-blown tutorial for this one because I just wanted to keep it about the colors. But I like to do the 3/4 method for my solid colors, and then I do two full layers of the dip. So that's what I'm doing with my pinky. I'm basically just repeating the process of what I did on my thumb. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the glitters. With my glitters, I like to do only 2 coats of the glitter. I like to put it kind of close to my cuticle area for my first layer and then do 1 full coat. And then after that, I'm going to clear cap them. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch while I finish this one up, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the glitters, and I'll be right back. next up, I decided to go with Wavy Baby on my index finger. Remember, you guys, this one is the UV changer. For whatever reason, I couldn't capture it on camera just using my lamp. So I'm going to go ahead and later on insert another picture of my mani just so you guys can see. So it goes from this like teal minty kind of color to more like an ocean blue kind of color. So I am working with Vivid Dip liquids today, and they're slow drying, so I'm going to go ahead and let that work on my index finger. So while I do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and start on my middle finger, and that color again is called Beach Hair, and this is the chunky glitter of the bunch. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, put it pretty close to the cuticle, but not like a full layer. I'm going to go ahead and just lay my finger into the cupcake liner and let it do its thing. I do use my cuticle tool to kind of help fix the glitters that are like kind of wonky, like that one right there. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and let the dip base soak up all that powder, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dust it off before I go in with my second layer. Okay, right before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and dust off the excess. We're gonna go ahead and then go get some dip base and do a full layer, just like how we did on our ring finger. And then after this, we're gonna go ahead and get ready for our index. All right, so if you guys already guessed it, you know I'm about to do a vertical ombre. You guys know those are my favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch while I go ahead and finish this one up, and then I'll be right back before we clear cap and do some filing with you guys. right, so I am using my double dip clear for this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some dip base and put it all over my nails. I'm gonna do this on my pointer, my middle, and my ring finger, since those are the glitters. And yeah, we need to clear cap them before we start filing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and activate after I do the clear capping on all of my nails. And you guys, I actually recorded some filing for you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do that right after. All right, you guys, so bear with me. I'm gonna try and explain it as best as I can. So how I like to file my nails is I like to go on my side wall first. So what I like to do is I like to kind of measure it like kind of straight, as if I'm going straight out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and slant it in for that kind of coffin or tapered square look. And I'm gonna go ahead and then do it to the opposite side as well. So I'm gonna file straight, and then once I feel like I have done that enough, I'm gonna go ahead and tilt my file a little bit at an angle to get that tapered look. Now we have to go back and forth on each side because you want to make sure that your taper sides are even. Also, while you're filing as well, you want to make sure that you're looking at your nail straight down and making sure that you file the top. I like mine super crisp and kind of sharp, so I like to file my tip also just basically straight across and kind of blunt. Then I like to take my file and kind of file around the cuticle area and file downwards on my nail. I'm trying to avoid the apex area because I don't want to file down or file off my apex. Now when I get to the sides of my nail, I'm trying to also concentrate on having my file kind of downwards at an angle as well, because if your nail is kind of wide because of the product, having your file at an angle and kind of like also going around in a circle, kind of like I'm focusing like on my left side, then cuticle, then on my right, and then backwards, right, cuticle, left side, is I'm trying to bring that product in and towards it to make the nail kind of look thinner. When you put a lot of product, especially when you start adding layers, it gets kind of bulky, so I'm trying to get rid of that bulk as well. So hope my explanation is as best as possible. I'm trying to explain it like how I would think I can understand it. But if you guys want me to go into an in-depth kind of how I file my nails, just let me know. I can try and go ahead and do more of a video where it focuses only on how I file my nails, and I can go ahead and kind of slow it down for you guys. And again, I can go ahead and try and explain it for you guys again. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments if you guys want of like how to or how I file my nails, and I can go ahead and do that for you. Now the pinky for me is always the easiest, probably because it's the smallest nail, but is that the same thing for you guys? Like the pinky you do in like 3 minutes? I swear, like my middle finger always takes the longest because both of my middle fingers are crooked. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just repeat the process. I'm gonna go ahead and go from the sides and go straight out, and then I'm going to angle my nail file in a little bit to get them sides a little bit tapered. And then I'm going to show you a little bit better on this nail of how I'm trying to avoid that apex. You always want a little bit of apex on your nail because that actually gives you strength. So like if you bump it, especially for my girls who have long nails and stuff like that, that apex right there is going to help give that nail that strength. So when you bump it or accidentally hit it or whatever the case, that strength is going to help from it not breaking literally right there at that spot. Okay, now we're ready to buff. So today's buffer, I'm using the one from Pampered Pretties. I actually got this in one of my PR bags, and I wanted to go ahead and just check it out. And it's actually pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use the rougher side of the buffer, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of do the same process as how I use my file. So I'm going to try and concentrate it on the sides, cuticle area, and go downwards on the nail. Once I did that for all of my nails and I feel like it's pretty much smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and then use the smoother side of the buffer and just get it even more smooth. Once I buff my nails, I'm going to go ahead and then use one of those hard bristle brushes and kind of dust off my nails. I usually wash it off, but today I'm just going to go ahead and dust it off with the bristle brush. Then we're going to go ahead and go in with our second layer of activator. Now for this layer, it doesn't have to be as much activator, just enough to cover the entire nail, because we're going to go ahead and go in with our dip top coat next. Okay, so for the first layer of your dip top coat, you want to make sure that it's a thin layer, but also that you're doing it in the least amount of strokes. Also, you guys, make sure that you clean that brush before you return it to the bottle to avoid contamination. The first layer, we want to make sure that you cover the entire nail, and we also want to make sure that you don't flood either the sidewalls or your cuticle area. This can cause lifting later on as the nail grows out, so again, make sure you keep those layers thin. I like to work from my thumb to my pinky, so by the time I'm done with my pinky, I can go right in and go back into my thumb. Now, I did speed this up for you guys, but for the second layer, this is where you can be more precise. So you still want to keep the strokes as minimal as possible, but if you missed any spots, this is where you can get them. For the ladies who like to wear their manis a little bit longer, for about 2 to 3 weeks, make sure you cap those free edges. That's very important because you can also get lifting right there at the free edge. Alright, you guys, so now that my mani is done, I'm going to go ahead and add some cuticle oil. Now, this is optional, but I highly recommend it. This is to put all that moisture back into your skin and back into that cuticle area. Alright, you guys, so this is the final result. I'm going to go ahead and pop in a picture so you guys can see that UV changer. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it today. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!